Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today we are putting in the bulls, putting them in now. Winter has come for them, and as you've seen by the title, we are getting ready. So we're just getting the sheds ready of the bulls brought up into the castle. We get in here now. So here we are now. We're doing a job in the shed there, taking out fixing up barriers and taking out a back stand out of it. And it was in 3 divisions. We're going to put back into 2 divisions now. These are the bulls. I brought them up from down the bottoms, and we're just holding them here for the minute till we get the shed ready. My sister is power washing out the feeding barrier and that, just to have it clean for them. So we'll get to it now. We'll see what happens today, and we'll talk about it. Won't hear too much now. We get closer to the power washing. So we get working on it. Fun. So just to explain some of what you've seen there, the barriers was lifting out, that was on the upstand on the slats. They were put in there a long time ago when we, to be honest, I don't know when it was. It could be 15-20 years ago they were put in there, and their purpose was to keep the cattle from going on the back stand. But in theory the cattle stayed cleaner when they were just on the slats. So that was the theory, and that's why they were put in, and we're taking them out now because we need the space to house the cattle or house the bulls in. And also, you seen the bars that we're cutting them off. There's one barn, the barrier's broke, so we need a replacement for that. And then the other 2 pipes that were cut, they're for going over the water pipes and the drinkers, welding them to the gate or to the steel, so that the bulls can't get their horns round it and pull the pipes off, which is a problem here because all our cattle, or nearly all our bulls and all our cattle have horns. But that's neither here nor there, but that's what you just have to see there. It's very hard to explain anything with my sister power washing down there. But we'll keep going. I was just getting a yellow cable now because or a different cable, as my father's going to start welding on the pipes. So we'll go back down to them.
That's the plan.
There's 50 bulls out there.
25 a pen.
I heard down this, that this.
If you drink your off that home, the rest will go to the pit.
Yep.
There's a good gate there, that gate will
I them 2 bits now. Over in the passage of the shed over there. And you'd leave yourself a lot handier loading cattle out of that shed. Put the gate, if the gate fits, put it in the passageway to shut the gate behind them, and use that one to cover the hole where they go back into the shed. And then that way you can box them in and leave an easy job.
You know what now? In another 10 years you won't have a bit of hair in your head at all.
Why?
You'll either have it wore off with that joke, or you'll have it steamed off with the brain overheating. That's what'll happen now. I have it predicted now.
Yeah.
Well, I still have a good thick crop of hair, so
You'll be as bald as an ass.
I can't be any worse than you anyways.
Ball that yet?
Right, now. And you pat put that and join that hand and thumb.
Drinker, what are we doing with it?
Out.
Out. What's the best plan in, telly and under it and away?
Chain it and drag it out this far.
Chain, well, is there a way of chaining it out?
The stage there, you bring it out and see.
When your granddad and myself put it in there, a long time ago, out with the box of a 165 on the box. And we fitted it over. Here, when we're at this now, we want this to pull back to its place. I'll put a spot welder on when the welder is here.
Well, oh, that.
Aye, just in
pull.
case.
So now all we have to do is weld in that new bar, weld onto pipes to keep the pipes safe, or the water pipe safe in the drinkers, take out the drinker, and there's a bit of welding to be done, take out that concrete drinker, and the bulls are ready for in then. So that is all that's left to be done. Right. Rodney. Yeah, he loves shit. Isn't that right, Bertie? You love your shit. No. out of the way. So now, just back out after the tea. With this all washed, drinkers moved, we have our pipes welded in, our drinkers are working over there. Just have a look. So, drinkers are working, we have these pipes on to stop the bulls catching the pipe and breaking that bit there off. So hopefully now, I think he's bringing a few cable ties and we'll just try and cable tie that all up. That should keep that safe. We have our bit welded in down there. So all we need to do now, move the barrel and the power washer out of the way and get some bales in here. Hopefully it'll entice them in. It's going to be difficult just get them in out of the orchard or the castle. We won't be putting them into the yard that way. So we'll be letting them in that way. It's going to be hard enough. It's not just going to be the easiest job, but if we throw in a lot of bales into the barriers, it might make it a little bit easier first. So I have to put a bale of barrier. So I get these moved out of the way first, and then we go put in the bales, and then we go and put in the bulls. And that's the first cattle of the winter put in for 2019. And you can kind of say winter has started for us. At that stage, we'll be opening the pit now in the coming days, and we'll be putting in more cattle. We have another batch of bulls to go in, and we're also going to put in some bullocks as well. The bulls, we'll the best of them, we'll pen the best of them together, and they'll get 2-3 weeks maybe, sort of a build up, and then they'll get full whack ration, and we'll get some size and some fat on them, and we'll get them killed, all going well. But sure, God only knows what the thing's going to be like in 2-3 months down the line. We might be a case of what we can get for it. Might be a case that you just can't get rid of them, but we'll have to wait and see. It's impossible to know what's going to happen with the job. It's fairly sick at the minute anyways, but not much we can do about it. Just struggle on as best as we can, and hopefully something changes. But so yeah, they'll be going in. The smaller lads at the bulls, they'll stay on a fairly basic ration for a good while, probably for a month or 2 months, to try and get a bit more size into them, and just get a bit more size in them, so that when we do go to finish them, that there's a bit more of a frame there to put the fat onto. Same with the bullocks. Bullocks, we might put some of them onto a fairly heavy ration, get them gone, the best of them. The others, actually, a lot of bullocks seem to be a lot smaller than the bulls, so we'll be weighing everything when we get them in, and we'll base it on that. But the bullocks, we won't be in as big a panic to get bullocks killed or finished, so they'll probably go on a fairly basic ration for a bit longer, a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then we'll start finishing them. The time frame isn't as important for them with the under 24 months bull job, you know yourselves. Also, they'll be going straight in. We won't be dosing them. We'll give them about 2 weeks inside, and then we'll dose them. The reason for that is to let any eggs or immature fluke or worms to mature, so that when we go to give them their dose, that we kill everything that's there, and the job is a good one then, and you're fairly safe then with them. So that's why we don't do them when they go in first. We give them that 2 weeks to let all the immature fluke and worms mature, so that we can get them all killed in the one shot. So that's it. We'll go and we'll move all this stuff out of the way now, and we'll go get a lock of bales. So now so we have different bales here. So we have the bales there with the multicoloured on them. They were made out of fresh grass, fresh leafy grass. There's, I think, 20 bales behind that. was grass that was wet to put bales in the rain. Just how it happened. And then the bales at the very back, this yoke was all rotten. But the bales at the very back are the bales of RVP that we made earlier in the year. And actually the first bales of RVP we made in the video were baling nothing, very light crop. Bales at the back, so we're going to try and get them bales to feed the bulls, as they have the best feeding value of what we have at the minute. So we'll try and scoop up these bales.
What? Want to fill this end of the shed first.
Right.
So, they have that one there.
Right.
And another one there. And then
So, bale number 2 in the shed. The uncle's whipping the net wrap off it. His hatter's just finishing up the pipe there, putting it all up and cable tying it all into where he wants it. So, while he's at that, I will go and get a bale and give it to the other bulls. While we wait for him to finish that, so we can go put in these bulls, and then after getting our 2 bales brought down, I might leave them down this far while I'm waiting. That is the plan. It's going to be difficult just get them in out of the orchard. It's going to be difficult just get them in out of the orchard. Yeah, get them all in. There's the one lad out there.
where is it?
Down there. Go on. Well, that's the easiest way, the easiest I think we've ever had putting cattle in a shed. Come on. You can't miss them anyways. No. But that was very easy getting them in. Oh. That was the easiest I think we've ever had putting in cattle. We'll go train the rest of these bales to them, and I think we're going to sort them then into big and small. So that is that. So now that's the first of our bulls in, so that's 50 cattle in there now. It's the start of winter for us. We'll probably feed them bales of silage now for a few days, and then we'll open up the pit of silage. It'll have just about a month to cure, so it should be all right. And that's it. Winter is practically here for us now. This is the first of them, and we'll probably try and get the ploughing is next week, and we'll probably try and get another batch of bulls in and a batch of bullocks as well. Get another 2 batches of cattle in before the ploughing, where we're just starting to run a bit tight on grass, and the land is getting wet and that, so they just need to go in. So I'll finish the video now. So I don't think I've anything else to talk about. If you have any comments, anything like that, as always, hit me down in the description down below. Hats, you know where to get them, even though I never seem to have them on anymore, on ebay.com. Also, if you head down in the description, you'll see a link to my Amazon store page where you can find stuff that I use, like the phone holder and that. I highly recommend you use it. In doing so, it gives me a hand. It was only a couple of cents, but every little helps. And that's really it for me. I can't think of anything else. As always, please like and subscribe to my channel. That is it for me. Good luck.